Hi, I'm Tim Dodge. I'm Big Eye New York's Assistant Vice President of Research, and I want to talk to you for a quick minute here about a deadline that's coming up in just a few days here. I'm recording this on April 9th. The deadline I'm talking about is coming up on the 15th of the month, and it comes up on April 15th every year. So even if you're watching this in some other year, the information's still good. New York Insurance Regulation 87 essentially prohibits agents and brokers and adjusters and similar licensed professionals from receiving any compensation for placing coverage or doing work for governmental units unless you actually did the work. So if you did work like that, if you did some claim adjusting or if you did some consulting for a governmental unit, or you placed insurance coverage, property casualty, or employee benefits, you have to, by April 15th, file a governmental insurance disclosure statement with the New York State Department of Financial Services, and a copy has to go to the senior officer who actually ordered the service or the coverage. That is due by April 15th every year. I'm recording this in 2018. April 15th is falling on a Sunday this year, so you need to get it in really by the end of this week. Just make sure it's postmarked by that time. So this applies to agents, brokers, adjusters, insurance consultants, and insurance intermediaries who received fees or commissions for performing an insurance service, adjusting or consulting, or for placing coverage, again, property casualty or life and health, for a governmental unit during the previous calendar year. So we're talking about the year that ended on December 31st, previous to this date. The regulation defines governmental unit as the state of New York, its departments and agencies, public authorities like the Thruway Authority or the New York State Dormitory Authority, public benefit corporations like the New York State Canal Corporation or Empire State Development, as well as counties, cities, towns, villages, and any political subdivisions thereof. The regulation is not clear about fire departments and public libraries and separate organizations like that. It doesn't specifically mention those entities, so my interpretation has been that they are not covered by this regulation. So, for example, if you wrote the insurance on a library, that would not be considered a governmental unit that you would have to file a disclosure for. But any of these others, if you wrote something for the village of Goshen or some other municipality in the state, you'd have to file a disclosure statement for that. Again, due by April 15th. This does not apply to managing general agents in most cases, and in certain cases it doesn't apply to title insurance agents either. Now, if you need a copy of the form, I'm going to have a link in the show notes on the blog that accompany this video, and that will, when you click that will download a 2-page Word document. This is a fairly short form. Download that document, save it to your hard drive, and then you just fill it out for each one of your governmental unit clients. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to have a link to the blog post in the YouTube notes so you can easily get there as well. I hope you found this helpful. If you've got any governmental customers, you need to get that filing done by April 15th, and that's something that you're going to have to do every year. It's part of the job of writing municipal insurance here in the state of New York. So, hope you found this helpful. Thank you for watching. My name's Tim Dodge, and this is Big Eye New York.